Hello and welcome back to Training Wild Burros. Today's video is going to be part 2 of working with Romeo, and with this video we're going to work on his back feet. Now we have spent one day on each foot, and we are doing this differently than we normally do it, and the way we're doing it is with a rope. The reason we're doing this is that Romeo had a crack on his front foot. He wasn't ready for us to trim, and he's definitely not ready for our farrier to trim. So our farrier has been teaching us how to trim, and we're doing that just because he's just not ready. We don't want to lose trust with him. So we're going to show you how we go about doing this in a very slow fashion, one day per foot. And the first day we did his cracked foot, and that one there we spent 2 hours just to get him comfortable picking it up and then trimming it. The next day, we spent a little over an hour on his other front foot. We did the same thing. And then with his back feet, because there's no cracks, so we're not worried about his back feet right now. We are just going to teach him to pick them up. Our goal is to go at a pace that keeps him comfortable, where we don't lose any trust with him. And you can see here, I'm busy just cleaning up the barn before I start. And Holler, our new donkey, she's a mammoth donkey, and she's just a baby. She's just all over grabbing. She grabs my hair. She grabs my jacket. So later on, you'll start to see some videos with her and helping her learn how to have good manners and what those expectations are. Now, this wagon I'm using for doing chores, I love this. We got it as a gift. I'm going to put a link in the description for that because it is one of the best tools that we have on the farm. I absolutely love using it. Now, with it being so wet, muddy, I'm even using it for bringing hay out, and it turns sharp, and it's easy to pull. You can hook it on the back of a side-by-side or a four-wheeler to pull it around. It is a great tool. So check out the description for that, guys. And here we are working with Romeo.
So this is Romeo, and this is our first time using the rope with his back feet. I used the long brush to get it around his foot, and here's the long brush. It's a toilet bowl cleaner attached to a stick with some duct tape on it. That way we stayed out of harm's way. He's getting pretty comfortable with the long brush brushing his back legs. And because he had a crack in his front foot, we just started doing this because he's been a little bit more nervous.
Now the donkey's also got a new toy at Christmas time. So you guys are going to have to watch the video. I'll have that later on. And you can see how they're playing with it. And we'll talk more about that later on. It is an amazing toy. We've had trouble with them eating wood on our property. Shelters completely demolished. So this will be a great addition to the farm. Another great series that we're going to have coming up is working with Juliet, because we did lose trust with her because she also had a crack with her foot. So we had to work on getting her trimmed. We had the farrier do that, but that, even though we got her feet all good, we lost trust. Losing that trust with Juliet and the struggles of gaining it back is what has caused us to go about a different route for Romeo. He had one foot that was bad, not as bad as Juliet's though. Hers was urgent that we got it fixed up right away. So we're making sure that we go slow enough not to lose trust. To do that, you're going to see, I'm just going to play this whole video here. I got little clips. It's super cold out. You can see how bundled up we are. I'm wearing multiple jackets. In order to do this, what we're really focusing on is giving lots of breaks so that he can learn the lesson and not have lost trust. Other key point of what we're doing is we're always offering him a good deal. So we ask for his foot, and he already knows that. He already target trains with all of them. It's just that he kind of acted like he'd be willing to bite, so we just want to play it safe. So we're offering him a good deal. We're going to let him know what we're asking. And when we first start this, all we want him to do is pick up his foot with the rope. We're going to graduate to more and more as we go on, but that's all. So right there, Dan's going to ask him to hold it up more, and now he's just starting to touch it. But if you've been watching the video, you've seen that this is the first time he's touching it. And it's not hold it up here for an hour so that I can trim your foot. It's let's get in there, touch it, and then give it back. What's really important with all of this is that we quit when his mind is nice and calm. If his mind is calm, he's not going to dislike us, and he's going to be able to have the opportunity to learn a lesson. One thing that's been really neat to watch with Romeo, he's one that we lost trust with early on. when my son haltered him thinking he was okay, but he wasn't. And then it took me so many weeks to get that halter back on. When I did start haltering him again, he blew like 22 times in something like 15 minutes. That's just him letting out stress. So when they're stressed, they need to have that come down time. So when I would put the halter on, I would put it on and then stand still next to him, sometimes for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Doing that and being part of when they start to feel comfortable again and they have those feel-good hormones come through where they're licking and chewing and blowing, that's when they're learning. And if we can stand there and be part of it, that is ideal, because then we're part of their comfort.
Good job. Do it again. Ready? Good.
Nice.
That feel weird, huh? What's going on? What are you doing? What are you doing?
This has been so neat to watch his transitioning from scared to what we were asking to nice and comfortable. So this is his first time on his back left foot. Day 4 of working with his feet, 1 foot per day. And he's just getting so calm and confident with all of this. When we did his first foot, he fought so hard, our bodies were tired from hanging onto that rope. So if this will work with him, it's going to work with you guys also. But give the breaks and just do a little bit so that they can keep a calm mind or regain a calm mind. When I would lead him a little bit, normally I don't leave a lead rope on them with a drag line on it. But I did that with him because I didn't know after day 1 if I'd be able to catch him on day 2. And when I went, I was very pleased. I was able to catch him with no problem. The leading, getting him tied up the first time, typically I like them to know how to lead before I tie them up, but we're just trying to make sure we keep his feet healthy. So the first time we got him tied up, we had to use the flag, and it was a big old tug of war. The next day, I was able to lead him up there 1 step at a time, and each day has been better and better with getting him over there and tied up. So watch for the changes that you notice. Pay attention so you can appreciate them. It's easy to go about it, be like, oh, they're so stubborn. But really, he's making great progress, and he just needed a different method. We brought him home in August, and now I think we did this in February. So it's like zero degrees out. It's just cold as could be. We've been working on target training and gaining trust all this time, and he's been a slower case, and that's okay. They need the time that they need, but now I have to get his feet done. So we're just going at a different route to get his feet done, because I don't want to trailer him to go put him on a table to get his feet done. We're just going to do it here. And his back feet, we're going to wait a little bit longer because there's no crack. They're long, but they're okay right now. And it'll be nice for it not to be so cold when we do his back feet. But his front feet are done and they're safe. Now look at just how calm he is. Lots of breaks. I am up there offering him pay. He's not pulling and set back on the lead rope where he's tied up. Now when we did the same stuff with Juliet with our farrier, she stayed tied back, like pulling back on the lead rope. And then it took me like 8 weeks before I could get a halter on her again. So doing this, making sure that their mind is calm before you stop for the day is key. If I were to have the farrier over to do this again, I would do it differently, where I would keep working with her after he was done, and that way her mind would be calm when we're all done.
Okay, I got this little ball on. Two more times.
Okay.
And give him a blue ribbon.
Yes. You need a blue ribbon today?
Hey, bud, ready? Good. Oh, look at that. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. Blue ribbon and a star.
A blue ribbon and a star, both for you? For you? Yes, fine. You can get a blue ribbon and a star?
You got one more in you, buddy? You got one more? Are you ready? You know that word.
Now, I always thought that the back feet were the harder feet, and there's definitely more power with them, but I've had more than one donkey where the front feet were harder than the back feet. This is food for thought, guys. Kind of interesting.
Wait, let me get this on. There we go. Good job, dude. That was great. That was great.
You're gonna watch and learn how to do this? Are you gonna watch and learn? Are you a good boy?
The first days when we would untie him, he would pull back, and now watch. When I'm untying him, he's all calm about it. He's not like trying to bolt away. So keep watching for all the little things that are improvement, so that way you can just appreciate that you really truly are making progress. When you're working with donkeys, they're totally more patient than we are so often. They really are smart. So if we can pay attention and note all those little improvements, we can feel better about what we're doing. Take it back. Today wasn't one of the days that he led away nicely. Whoops.
You need to practice leading.
But pay attention to those things, because he really did improve during this time.
Is the pole. No, we don't want you to learn to pull. There you go. Good boy.
That was good right there.
Should we release you on that one? I don't think you're very calm.
He sees the hay flying out there. That's not
Yeah, it
helpful.
doesn't help. Good boy.
Notice when he starts to pull, I'm not trying to drag him anywhere. I'm just stopping him from pulling, but not dragging him. I want to keep my hand almost open when I'm leading him.
Good job.
And he has not been taught to lead yet. And with the hay being thrown out there, we have odds stacked against us. But he's starting to calm down some, and I'm just going to wait where I feel like his mind is calm, and then I'm going to release him.
He this way really good.
I bet you will, yeah. Hi, you. Hi. See if I can lead him in a circle out.
Notice when he's pointing towards the hay, he's calm.
Good boy.
And that's where he wants to be, so I can use that to my advantage. Help him think it's his idea by walking towards the hay. But as long as he's calm in his mind, then that's the time to release him. So I'm just going to keep working on it till I feel good about it, because I don't want to come back next time and have trouble catching him.
Good. Yeah. That's good.
Make sure he has fun today.
That's what I'm trying to do, is make sure he's putting on where his mind is good.
Good.
Yeah, see? See? Good. Good. Ooh.
I think he's doing pretty good, MaryJo.
He is, he's improving even just while we're doing this. But he's not pulling as much.
Yeah.
He's not hanging on the halter as much.
I typically want to ask for more than Dan. Oof. Sometimes I go too far when I do that.
You ready? Good boy.
The moms are eating.
Good. That's good. Look at you didn't hang on the halter only just for a split second. Here. Only just for a split second you hung on the halter. Yeah. Let's try it one more time. Yeah. You're doing good. You wanna go that way? We can go that way. Did that snow sound kind of scary? Oh, good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good job.
You open the gate now?
Let me get this and release the lead rope.
What?
I want to let go of the lead rope first, because he's probably going to react. All right.
It's not tight and loop on the end by accident, is it?
I'll double check. Hi, you.
There we go. We're good.
There, yeah. Come on. Here, look. Come on.
He's conflicted. I want to go eat dinner.
I think I found that you can actually fill these too full. So I went with my hands and just pulled some out here and there. Joker thinks that's all his. So hopefully they learn about rolling it around to help with entertainment. Hello, baby. Look at you. She's been grabbing my ponytail while I'm cleaning up in here. She's horrible. Just horrible. Yeah. Hey, baby. You are horrible.
What? Good boy. Good boy. Good job, man. Good job. That had to have been scary as heck, huh, buddy? You did super duper. You did. What? You're doing a great job, buddy. Good job. Good job, man. That's gotta be so scary for him.
Yes. I agree with you.
And he's not being violent. He's just kind of like, what the heck?
Stop touching me there. But you waited for him to relax for a second before you put his foot down.
I'm not ready. Foot! There you go. Good boy.
Nice job. Woohoo.
There you go, buckaroo. That was great. He takes such a long time. Just give him time. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Not too shabby.
No, that's still good.
Not too shabby at all.
He's learning.
He's just, he's just learning. Are you ready? Good. What a good man.
Nice. That's a great one to quit on for that side.
Yes.
Now you want to make sure you're using caution with this. You don't want to create a fight, and you want to make sure you release when they're calm. So if their foot gets away from you, just set it down and pick it back up. Like, it's not a big deal. Now here they are playing with that ball again, and Holler over there, like the busiest donkey on the property. She wants attention now. And they are learning to push that around. It has been in all three pens. So we have the dry lot, then we have the staying pen, and then the wild pen here. Now, Holler's not wild, guys. She's just hanging there because she doesn't lead yet. But it has been in all three pens, and they all really seem to love it. So this has been a very fun addition. Again, I'm going to have a link in the description for that. There's Blackjack and Joker. And that wagon is just so wonderful. It tilts up like a dump trailer. Tilts up. The wheels kind of go underneath it. It's easy to do even when it's really heavy. Like when I'm recording this, everything is wet. And it's easy to dump it. It's easy to pull it around. So check out the link in the description for this new hay ball. I have filled it up with hay. And I think it was 4 or 5 pounds when I stuffed it full. And I think you can stuff it too full where it makes it harder for them to get it out. So keep that in mind if you're using it. But this is going to be a nice thing to help keep them busy and occupied. And because we have to monitor how much hay the donkeys are getting, and you can just take it off from how much total hay you're giving them.
Smart as a whip.
So that you're not creating fat donkeys. And later on, I'll have more videos again about famous Seamus. He's the first donkey we ever got. He came to us fat. I've never been able to get his fat pockets off. Maybe if I rode him hard in the mountains, it would happen. But with this many animals on the property, I find it hard to have that much time. So we do want to make sure we're always monitoring them, adjusting their food as needed. Remember, donkeys are super efficient. So I typically just feed grass hay. I use oats in a low starch feed for pay. And I avoid like alfalfa and that type of stuff. Or sweet feed. I avoid that also. But this is a nice toy. I love it. I just got it at Christmas time. So this is brand new. And check out the link in the description so you can get your donkeys one of these, your horses or mules. They will all like it. All of mine do. I hope you guys are finding value with this video. Maybe you have a donkey that's harder to pick up their feet and you need to just teach them and stay safe while you're doing it. So use precaution, but here we go again.
All right, guys, so he just had probably a 15-minute break from when we did his other side. And during that break, some of the time he just stood there, and sometimes I was brushing him. And while he was tied, I was brushing him.
Oops, sorry, buddy.
I was brushing him all the way down to his hoof. Now remember, the reason we're doing this with him is when I was doing the target training and starting to touch his legs more with my hand and stuff, he was acting like he might want to bite. So in order to avoid being bit, we're going about it this way.
Hey. What? Oh.
You picked up your hand.
Good boy. What? What? Oh, yes.
Yay. Now with this, it's not just like force him to do it. It's a lot of repetition, up and down, up and down. We trimmed his front feet only because he had a crack in that one. I mean, yes, he needs to be trimmed, but we would rather have them have a lot of time to get used to picking up their feet and us handling their feet before we're trimming. So that was just more of an emergency trimming. Now we're starting to just mess with his back legs, get him more comfortable.
On the wrong side for me rewarding with those. Is there anything over here? Ready? Foot. Good boy.
So now Dan's just waiting for him to relax. And when he
There you
relaxes,
go.
that's when you
Good
want to give him back
job,
their
man.
foot. You
Good
don't want to do it
job.
while they're still fighting. Or they'll learn that the release comes when they fight. We want them to learn the release comes when they relax. So we're going to do this a whole bunch, and I'll turn it back on once we're doing a little bit more.
Foot.
Now, I've used this method before, even just on a donkey who is trained, but he's mad and not handling his foot well. So then I'll do this till they start to relax, and then I'll go clean it. And there, even though he got his foot down to the ground, Dan still has his foot because of the rope, so he's not truly getting a release of pressure.
Good job. Good job. He needs oats for that. Here, bud. Here. Yeah.
If you haven't yet, make sure you check out the playlist that I have. I have playlists for different topics, such as trailer training or health information, as well as each wild animal I've brought home and some other animals on our property. So check out those playlists. There's lots of information there. I love being able to share the information I've learned during my journey.
Before we started today, I led him around the barn some. He's getting really good at leading. You know, for the beginning steps, it's still one step at a time, but I like the progression.
You ready? He looks ready. Foot. Good boy. Woohoo!
Nice work, Dan.
You're kicking butt there, Romeo. You are doing great. Let's get you paid, buddy. Here. These feet are going to trim really easy when we do it.
Oh yeah,
They've got a
especially,
nice long wall all the way around. There's no clunkiness. These fronts are kind of messed up.
yeah. We are not farriers, guys. We're just learning how to trim. So when our farrier is out, I'll have them double check our work. But right now, these guys are so wild, they're not ready
Foot.
for the farrier to do it. Nice work.
Want to give it a run? Or want me to do it another time?
Yeah, I'll do it. Foot. Good boy. Good boy. Still relaxed, giving his foot back.
Look at me.
Wow.
Good job, MaryJo.
Thanks.
Cool, cool.
All right, guys, this is the fourth day in a row working with his front feet. Now, his front feet were way harder than his back feet, and I just did his other side, and he's picking up his foot for me on his own. I think it took 2 or 3 times before I got it on his own, but then he did 2 where he picked up his foot on his own.
Lift it up a little bit.
Nice, nice.
Hey, buddy, you doing good? Ready? Ready? What? Oh no! Did that get scary? Did I go too fast?
Oh, you know what I did to help him on the other foot? I brought it forward before I started having it bent.
Well, we'll work on that, won't we? We'll work on it. You don't keep no biscuits for that one, though. That was kind of rough. Okay?
No pay, he says. No pay. It was too rough.
Ready? What? I'm probably going a little faster than I should because you had such success on the other side. And this is his right side. It's not as good as his left.
Right. Correct.
Ready? What? Well, you can't lean into me, bud. We need mom. Huh?
Okay, we're going to switch.
Thank you.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Ready? Foot.
There you go. Nice.
There he started to. You only kind of
Just
started
like
to
we're
walk.
born being
Just
right or
barely.
left-handed,
He gets a handicap.
donkeys
for the
also
side.
have a
This is his rough
side preference.
Give you a little bit
So
of
when we think about domestic animals and how they're often handier on their
He'll lose
left
it.
side, we think that we're spending more time on their left. With a wild donkey, what I'm finding is they just simply have a preference, similar to us being right or left-handed.
I'll get some ears move, an ear moving around. Oh my gosh, you touched your hat, MaryJo. The gig is up.
foot.
Oh no, he almost died.
Foot.
See, he started leaning into me like he's gonna fall on me.
Oh, that was a good one. Whoa, good job. He was so light that time. That was a good one. Yeah, did you start to remember?
His ears are, yeah, he's.
Did you start to remember what we want? Yeah? Ready? Foot. There. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Here, have a bunch. Oh, that's a good boy.
That's how you do that. Let's see this next one.
Probably be even better.
Yeah, he probably learned from that one because it went well.
And the pay was, I have pay on both sides of my pockets. This is my special training jacket. Otherwise, I have pay all over the house.
Yeah. Our lint catcher in the dryer tells an interesting story whenever we change it.
Foot. Oh. Hey, look at. Yeah. That's a good job. That's a good job. That's a good boy. Nice job.
He's so busy chewing on his oats. He never stops chewing on his oats. That kind of tells us he's not too busted up over it.
And I don't think he was set back under the rope either.
Yeah, he's starting to understand what you're asking.
Good job.
He's like, this is ridiculous.
You want to do it one more time?
Get him one more time.
One more time for you? Yeah. We'll do it one more time. He likes it when I play with his mouth.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's kind of silly. Ready? Foot. Oh, good job. Good boy.
Most excellent. No, he's not all busted up over this at all.
Good job.
I want to thank all of my subscribers and everybody watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm very excited. I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers.
Look at me.
So thank you all for your support.